الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، يقول الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us في سورة الحج بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. My dear brother and sister of Islam, I begin by saying all praises, all gratitude and all thanks belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek refuge in Allah from the sin that we commit and the faults within ourselves. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, no one could misguide. And whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lead astray, no one could guide. We bear witness there is no deity worthy to worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we bear witness indeed Prophet Muhammad alayhi afdal wa azka salam, his final and his last messenger. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless Prophet Muhammad and his family and his companion and whoever follow him until the day of judgment. Allahumma ameen. I shared with you a couple of verses. The first verse from Surah Al Imran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, "O you believe, fear Allah as you should be feared and die not unless you are in the state of Islam." In the second verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He addressed us a little bit differently by saying, "Ya ayyuhan nasu." When He says, "Ya ayyuhan nasu," you better pay attention. He's talking to every human being regardless what your religion is. And then He says, "O mankind, fear your Lord. The quake of the hour is a tremendous thing." What is the quake of the hour? The quake of the hour, brother and sister, is the judgment day. Yawm al-qiyamah, yawm al-hisab. He says it's a big thing. Pay attention. What is going to happen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? In that day, every nursing mother, every suckling mother will desert her child. And every pregnant woman, either she will deliver or have a miscarriage. And the people will appear they are intoxicated, but in fact they're not intoxicated, but the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so severe. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He warned us what Yawm al-Qiyamah is going to look like. This way we can prepare for it. My dear brother and sister, today's khutbah, it will be about, inshallah, at-tariq ila al-Jannah. The road to paradise. How we enter Jannah. How we get there. It's the dream of each one of us. It's the goal of each one of us. You want to get there. My dear brother and sister, if we ask, who wants to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus? Each one of you, without exclusion, you're going to raise your arm and say, me. If we ask, who wants to have a house on the beach, very expensive property? Every one of you, without exclusion, me, I want. Brother and sister, I want, it does not come for free. It doesn't come for free. You have to pay a price for I want. You want Jennatul Al Firdaus? You want to have a house on the beach, very expensive property? You have to pay for it. There is no free ride. This reminds me with my daughter Marwa, when she was 6, 7 years old. She was asking me, Baba, if we go to Jennatul Al Firdaus, when we are there, do we have to purchase item and we have money, like when you go into any stores, you have to pay and purchase goods in there and use money? I told her immediately, no, it will be free. After a couple of thoughts, and I thought about it, I said, no, wait a minute, I need to correct myself. I told her, no, we have to pay for everything in advance while we are on earth before you get there. In other words, Jennatul Al Firdaus is not free. Just like, for example, an attorney, a doctor, engineer, those high-paid jobs and high-paid salary, you cannot be a certified doctor or an attorney just because you want to. You have to struggle. You have to stay up at night to study. You have to go through a lot. Your parents have to pay money for you to go to school to graduate. And then if you graduate with success, you're going to be what you want to be. Jennatul Al Firdaus, brother and sister, is no different than being one to be a doctor or engineer or an attorney. You have to study hard. You have to stay up. You have to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires and wants from you in order to be there. So, brother and sister, so what we need to do in order to go Jennatul Al Firdaus? I did some research in the Holy Quran, and I ran into very, very important surah, the believers, which is Surah Al-Mu'minun number 23. And I remember reading that surah when I was about 18 years old in school as a subject. Never quite understand what it means, but I memorized some of those things from Surah Al-Mu'minun in the beginning. When I got older, and then I started looking into it, I understood things that we may not understood before if we pay attention. I'm going to share those with you because, brother and sister, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized in the beginning of Surah Al-Mu'minun number 23 how to get to Jennatul Al Firdaus, the road map to Jennatul Al Firdaus. The road map, how to get there. Because every one of you, without exclusion, wants to be there. So let's pay attention what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the beginning of Surah Al-Mu'minun. بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قد أفلح المؤمنون. The word أفلح, you hear it here, where it came from? From falah. You heard it earlier, the caller, he says, حي على الفلاح. Come to success. Another word, salah, is success. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قد أفلح المؤمنون. من هو المؤمنون, brother and sister Islam? المؤمنون, the success, المؤمنون, each one of you, without exclusion, mu'min. And who they are, من آمن بالله وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر. So we are halfway, brother and sister, to Jennatul Al Firdaus, because you are آمنت بالله وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر. So you are halfway to Jennatul Al Firdaus without exclusion. So what else we need to do here? الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. This is, I'm going to read the conditions, what you have to do in order to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus. الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. What does the word خاشعون mean? خاشعون, brother and sister, when you stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to focus on your prayer. Leave the outside world alone and focus on your prayer. And be humble and do not be fidgety, looking around everywhere and thinking what I'm going to do after I leave the salah. And then you're not absolutely focused, you are being distracted by the outside world. So where is the khushu'? So the khushu', brother and sister, is to focus on your prayer and to see where you're going to prostrate down on the ground. And also the sisters. The sister, when you are praying as well, do not be thinking what I'm going to cook when I get home. Who's going to pick up the children? And then anyone asks you after the salah, what is the imam was reciting while he was doing the salah? You have no clue. You don't quite remember anything. Because your body was here and your mind and your heart was outside. You cut the connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is salah. With salah coming from sila. Sila means connection. You cut it because your body is here and you are outside. So where is the khushu' that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it as one of the requirements in order to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus? It's not there. And then also I notice, brother and sister, sometimes when someone is praying sunnah, and then he prostrate and he go down on the ground and say, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. And there is no way in the world that this person, he said it 3 times. He goes just like a woodpecker, and down and up. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he tells us, do not be like the woodpecker. You need to slow down and to pause between each one and say, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Take your time to say it with understanding the meaning of it, brother and sister. This is one of the requirements that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He imposed on us. Also, right after that, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requests from us, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. What is the meaning of the word lagw? Lagw means backbiting, talking about someone in vain conversation between you and another person, talking about someone in his absence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He forbid us from doing that, from saying that. This is also one of the conditions. And also, do not listen to the person that he's relaying that message, that backbiting. You say, well, he's saying it, but you're listening. When you're listening, just like you're adding wood to the fire, you are also helping him to continue doing lagw. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires us to stop and to tell that person, I'm sorry, brother, this is lagw. I don't want to listen to it. I want to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus because this is one of the conditions Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to do. So, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. Another condition. You have to pay zakat. So you have to pay zakat. It's one of the 5 pillars to be Muslim, is to pay zakat. You cannot say, well, I'm not going to pay zakat. I will do everything else. But when it comes to zakat, I'm not going to pay. And you are capable to pay zakat. And I want you to understand the zakat is very, very important, because if you search and look in the Holy Quran when you're reading, you will find always right after وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةِ. You will find the word zakat is always follow salah. Another word is so important because salah is extremely important to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we must do salah. If you do not pray, you're not Muslim. You know, how you can say I'm a Muslim but I'm not going to pray. So it's one of the conditions to pray. So brother and sister, zakat, it has been mentioned in the Holy Quran at least 184 times. So we cannot escape that the zakat. It's one of the conditions that we go to Jennatul Al Firdaus. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tell us the one who guard their chastity. Do not have any sexual contacts with anyone except your wife. This is also one of the conditions to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. You have to stay away from that and focus on what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you to do and what not to do. Then what's right after this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَمَنِ ابْتَغَى وَرَاءَ ذَلِكَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْعَادُونَ. Whoever does not follow these rules and regulations from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will be among the transgressors. He will be among the transgressors. And then right after this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. Two things. لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ. Two items. What are they? Al-amana, brother and sister, as some of you may be aware, or if you're not, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, one of his titles will be Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Another word, when you are being trusted with something, you're supposed to do it. When you've been trusted with money, you're supposed to return it to whoever you took it from. And then also, وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. If you promise someone to do something for him, I'm going to meet you at 5 o'clock, it means 5 o'clock. I'm going to bring for you whatever items tomorrow at 2 o'clock, it means here is this al-ahd. So you have to be trusted and with your promise. If, for example, if you, let's say, you say, Allah, I'm awfully sick, if you could cure me, and then I will slaughter a cow. And then here you have a ahd, a covenant with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you do not fulfill it, where is the ahd? You have a promise with Allah, or you have a promise with a person, or with a masjid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we make my business so successful, I'm going to help you build this masjid. And then here you've been successful in business, and then now it comes for you to pay and fulfill what al-ahd, the covenant between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are absent. And then here, this is one of the conditions to go to Jennatul Al Firdaus. And then after that, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَوَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. In the beginning, we started with salah, if you remember. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ending with salah again. What does this tell you? Salah, again, is very, very important. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized about it in the Holy Quran numerous times. So we cannot, brother and sister, al-muhafaza ala salah. What is muhafaza ala salah? Do not combine Dhuhr, al-Asr, and Maghrib all together and say, I'm going to pray when I get home. Unless you have a very valid excuse that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, will accept it from you. Otherwise, you have to pray on time. And do not skip prayer and then I pray Dhuhr and I skip al-Asr and then I skip al-Isha and so on. This is not muhafaza ala salah. You have to pray on time and pray correctly with focus. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brother and sister, He may remind you. If you say, I was very busy, He might remind you with Surah Al-Dhariyat. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will tell you, I have created man and jinn is to worship me only. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized for us again about salah في Surah An-Nisa. بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإذا قضيتم الصلاة فاذكروا الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبكم فإذا اطمأننتم فأقيموا الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. Very clear image. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us, even after you pray, if you do your salah, continue remembering me. standing up, sitting down, and reclining or laying in bed. Remember, continue remembering me. And الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. That again, what I was saying earlier, that you must be praying on time. Right? And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us these conditions. What comes after that? أولئك هم الوارثون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues Surah Al-Mu'minun, and He tells us أولئك هم الوارثون. ما معنى الوارثون? The inheritors. Now, if you do these things, according to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tell us, you will be al-warithun, you're going to be the inheritors. Inheritors of what? الَّذِينَ يَرِثُونَ الْفِرْدَوْسَ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. Here's the Firdaus comes in. It opens up now for us. الَّذِينَ يَرِثُونَ الْفِرْدَوْسَ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. And then they are the one, they're going to be the inheritor, al-Firdaus. What does Khalidun mean, brother and sister of Islam? It means for a short time? No. It means forever. You are the owner. You become the inheritor, just like when you inherit from your mom and dad after they passed away. Then you inherit their stuff, becomes yours. So that the Jennatul Al Firdaus will be yours forever, and you're going to stay in it. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to Surah Al-Mu'minun. When you go home, I want you to open the Holy Quran and review what I shared with you today, Surah Al-Mu'minun, the believer, number 23, and see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in there. Also, I would like to share with you another surah from Surah Al Imran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us also how to get to Jennatul Firdaus. Very, very simple, very easy. بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وسارعوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنة عرضها السماوات والأرض أعدت للمتقين. Look at that. وسارعوا, hasten among yourself. There is a Jannah that's being prepared. أعدت means prepared, is ready for you, waiting for you. للمتقين. So, من هم المتقين يا Allah? Because I want to be among them. And you want to be among them. من هم? He said, أعدت للمتقين. Now we want to know what هم المتقين. And then he described by saying, الذين ينفقون في السراء والضراء والقادمين الغيظ والعافين عن الناس والله يحب المحسنين. Look at how beautiful this is here. And let's understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us. The one who spends in the way of Allah, whether he have money or not. This is what he's saying. Even if you have money or you don't have money, you still spend it fi sabilillah. To sarra'i wa dharra. Sarra, when you have money and you are feeling well and everything is fine and dandy, you give. And also at dharra, when you hardly have any money. Do you know the beggars in the street? The beggars in the street, I see them. They help and they do zakah by giving another beggar next to them money and food. The beggars, they do that. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, even if you have a lot of money, pay zakah. And if you don't have hardly any, still pay zakah, whatever you can. Okay? And then also, and who control their angers, and whoever control their angers. Okay? If you, someone did you wrong, and you are quite upset, and you're trying to put a smile on your face, and it's very difficult to do when you are angry, and you hold that, and then your anger, and control it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts it as one of the conditions. And also, the one who ever forgive other when you do wrong. Brother, I forgive you, jazakallah kul khair, but please don't do it again. And this is what some of the conditions Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He put on us for us to go to Jennatul Firdaus. Brother and sister, we know all human beings, we make mistakes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us an exit. He helps us when we goof up. He knows how we are being created, how we are made, and He understands we're going to make mistakes. So when we make mistake, what He tell us here, let me share with you this one here from Surah Hud, بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل إن الحسنات يذهبن السيئات ذلك ذكرى للذاكرين. When you know you did yourself wrong, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you very clearly, إِنَّ الْحَسَنَاتِ يُذْهِبْنَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. Another word, when you do good deeds, it will erase your bad deeds. Very, very simple. This is your exit. When you do something wrong, do more good deeds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you. Also, brother and sister, we need to understand the judgment day. If you do not understand the judgment day, you're going to be in deep trouble. Why I'm saying that? It's the same thing like if you have a court case, and then you go and you don't understand the rules and the law of this country and how this judge sitting behind that bench is going to judge, you are in trouble. You need to understand what is your right and how is this judge is going to judge you. Same thing, Jennatul Al Firdaus. If you don't understand how you're going to be judged, you're in trouble. You might be in the hellfire. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us how He's going to judge us. Very clear. This way you have no excuse. And let me share that with you from Surah Al-Mu'minun also. It's also in Surah Al-Mu'minun. بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فمن ثقلت موازينه فأولئك هم المفلحون ومن خفت موازينه فأولئك الذين خسروا أنفسهم في جهنم خالدون تلفح وجوههم النار وهم فيها كالحون ألم تكن آياتي تتلى عليكم فكنتم بها تكذبون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what He's going to do for us in the judgment day, He's going to put your good deeds in one side of the scale and your bad deeds in the other side of the scale. And if your good deeds weigh more, you're going to go to heaven. If your bad deeds weigh more, you're going to go to the hellfire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one He tells us that. And then you're going to say, God, give me another chance. I was not aware. He's going to remind you, أَلَمْ تَكُنْ آيَاتِ تُتْلَى عَلَيْكُمْ فَكُنْتُمْ بِهَا تُكَذِّبُونَ. Then my verses was recited on you and used to deny it. And He could also remind you of today. Remember, this guy was standing in front of you and relaying my message to you. So brother and sister, do your best to please Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. At night when you're laying down in bed, calculate on your own mind how much good deeds I did today. And how much bad deeds I also earned today. And see what your scale is on a daily basis. This way you're not short. And then if you are short, there's so many ways that you could help yourself with that shortage. This way you don't have bankrupts in the judgment day. To perform more prayer, that will help you out. To help and support a masjid. Sadaqah Jariyah, which is one of the best things that you could do because your cash register is running 24/7. Read more Quran, help the needy, feed the needy, pray more salah. There is so many things that you could do. But the thing is, brother and sister, you need to help yourself before the judgment day comes and to see where your scale is. Let me give you a very, very easy example, and I'm sure it will come to you, you understand exactly what I'm saying about spending versus earning. Let us say you are making $5,000 a month. Can you spend $5,500 each month? Of course you can't. You're making $5,000 and you're spending $5,500. It's not going to work. You're going to be in deep trouble in the end of the month. But how about if you are earning $5,000 and you're spending $3,000 each month? You always have $2,000 ahead. This is the same thing with the good deeds. Calculate on daily basis. Are you ahead or you short? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He told us He's going to put the good deeds in one side and the bad deeds in the other. So anytime you have a chance to increase your good deeds, grab it as much as you can. And diversify your good deeds. Diversify, like hospitals, help the needy, help masajid. There's so many things to diversify. This way you're not short, and because you do not know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept or reject. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إن الله هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وخاتم الأنبياء سيدنا محمد عبده ورسوله وعلى أصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters, Islam, I want to take you back in time in 1950s, 60s, and 70s. If you were here or if you were born. But you could look back and read and understand what was happening about the masajid here in the United States, and especially in California, which is the state we live in. I remember was only two masajid. One of them was Masjid Bilal Islamic Center, which was established in 1950s. And also Islamic Center of Southern California, which was in Vermont. That one it came after. Prior to that, it was Bilal Islamic Center. This is what I learned recently. And I thought that Southern California was the first. And I found out Bilal Islamic Center was established in 1950s. Those brother and sister, they put the seeds for us a long time ago. And this is why we see today a lot of masajid, because the first seed it was put in LA, in South Central, and Martin Luther King by a group of Muslim brothers. They put that seeds. And then right after that, we have Vermont came in. And then right after this, now we see multiplication of masajid. Almost in every city around us, you could drive probably 10 or 15 miles and you will find a masjid, or you might find two masajid in one city. How these masajid, brother and sister, think about it, how it came along? United States government, they participated and put it together for us? Or it happened because generous brother and sister like each one of you, you put your hand together and you believe in the Holy Quran and you build the masajid. This is my second visit to this masjid. And I must say, MashaAllah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless each person, put a dollar, a penny, a stone, or dua for you guys to have this masjid. Allahumma reserve for everyone participated Jennatul Al Firdaus. Say Ameen. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication to build such a masjid like yours. And mashallah is beautiful. You do not need a sign to stand outside there and to say this is a masjid and pray. The masjid speaks on your behalf. You see the minaret, you see the dome. You come in, you know what to do inside. You do not need any introductions. And this is so beautiful to see this masajid. So anytime, brother and sister, you see a masjid under constructions, you need help, participate in it. Because this is the sadaqah jariyah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he tell us. And let me share with you a couple hadith. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من بنى مسجد ولو كمفحص قطاع بنى الله له بيتا في الجنة. What does this mean? Whoever built a masjid of the sake of Allah, like the nest of the sand grouse, which is a small bird you see usually in the desert, and if you build a masjid or participated with someone and your contribution is so small, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will build for you a house in Jannah. This is not something to play around with. This is serious. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he passed to us the message from Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Al-Wahid Al-Ahad Allah. And also, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا مات ابن آدم انقطع عمله إلا من ثلاث. ما هم الثلاث؟ صدقة جارية وعلم ينتفع به وولد صالح يدعو له. What does this mean? صدقة جارية, what I was saying earlier, continuous charity, brother and sister. There's so many things that continuous charity that you could do, such as building a masjid, a water well, helping a hospital, anything that you could do that will continue giving, even planting a fruit tree. A fruit tree. You plant a fruit tree and you keep giving after your death. Also, this is a sadaqah jariyah. And then also, وَعِلْمٌ يُنْتَفَعْ بِهِ, in an invention. If you are a doctor, you become a doctor and you invented something to cure or to help the community or medicine, or wrote a book. And like Dr. Ahmed Dr. Ahmed Zuwairi, thank you, Jazakallah kullu khair. Dr. Ahmed Zuwairi, he wrote a book and so many books. So this is the type of things it will help you. And also, وَوَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. وَوَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ. A son or a daughter that they will pray for you after you leave and you meet Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Wahid, Al-Ahad, Allah. Brother and sister, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He reminds us a few times in the Holy Quran that dua is part of ibadah. Dua is part of ibadah. And He told Prophet Muhammad alayhi afdal wa salam, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِي إِذَا دَعَانِ. He told Prophet Muhammad, or tell my servant, in case they ask you about me, I am near. So brother and sister, always remember Allah and ask Him for dua, because dua is part of ibadah. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم اعف عنا وعن آبائنا وأمهاتنا من عذاب النار. يا منزل الماء من السماء، يا منزل الماء من السماء، يا من قلت للنار كوني بردا وسلاما على إبراهيم، اعفو عنا وارحمنا وتقبلنا بواسع رحمتك يا رحمن يا رحيم. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. يا مجيب الدعاء يا الله، يا مالك يوم الدين، يا قوي يا عزيز يا جبار، أدخلنا جنة الفردوس الأعلى اللهم آمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم، اذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزيدكم واقيموا الصلاه ان الصلاه كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. My dear brother and sister, right after salah, I beg each one of you, please remain seated for 2 minutes. I have a very important message I would like to relay to each one of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you wa aqim as-salah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Shoulder to shoulder, close the gap, and salli salat al-Majdah. Straighten your line. Allahu Akbar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون والذين هم للزكاة فاعلون والذين هم لفروجهم حافظون إلا على أزواجهم أو ما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين فمن ابتغى وراء ذلك فأولئك هم العادون والذين هم لأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون والذين هم على صلواتهم يحافظون أولئك هم الوارثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. My dear brother and sister of Islam, Salaam Allah alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ahmed Radwan, and I'm here today in behalf of Masjid Bilal Islamic Center. Some of you have heard about Masjid Bilal in the past, and some of you for the first time. As you heard me in the khutbah, I was saying Masjid Bilal was established in 1950. It's the mother of all masajid, brothers. And that masjid has been demolished and is being rebuilt as we speak. The foundation, alhamdulillah, is being poured. And now we're coming up with the columns. The columns now is coming up and the frame is coming very soon. One brother was asking me earlier when I came in, when are you going to finish? I said, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tell us to finish, and also when each one of you participate, and that's how fast we're going to finish in that masjid, inshallah. What is so unique, I want you to pay attention to this masjid, because wallahi, it could be. This is the masjid that will put you in Jennatul Al Firdaus. Let me tell you why, and just pay attention with me. This masjid, it was established in 1950, and they put the seats for us. And where is it? In a very strategic corner. And that's the strategic corner, where is it? In Martin Luther King and South Central, which is very, very busy intersection. Foot traffic is very high, and cars extremely high, very close to downtown. And then also the minaret and the dome is going to be right on the signal light, like your masjid here. You do not have to go far to figure out what is this a masjid or what. You immediately from distance you're going to see this is a masjid. So brother and sister, we truly need your help and support. I'm looking for some generous brothers to help us to build this masjid and to finish it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and reward each one of you, Allahumma ameen. How many of you could contribute fi sabilillah? I'm not going to be asking for a lot of, start with 50 or this. I'm asking how many among you could donate fi sabilillah only $20,000. $20,000. I'm looking for one generous brother or sister to spend fi sabilillah only $20,000. I'm not going to stay long on any numbers. It's up to you. I'm relaying the message and you respond. And you're responding to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone could afford it. How many of you can afford only $10,000? $10,000 fi sabilillah. And now we would like to know, brother and sister, if you raise your arm, you're encouraging others to follow your footsteps. How many of you could spend fi sabilillah $10,000? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa a'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Okay, how many of you could spend fi sabilillah, not 10, not 5, $1,000 fi sabilillah? 1,000. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you right there, $1,000. Who could follow the footsteps? Allahu Akbar. Is that 5? MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you. $5,000. Say Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you. Allahumma Ameen. Brother and sister, wallahi, this is very, very serious. This masjid is going to play a very important part for us because this is going to spread the Islam in the United States so fast. And they are the mother of all masajid. Just like your mother. If she asks you, she helped you through the years, and she asks you for something, are you going to look the other way or are you going to help her? So please help us to help you in the judgment day. So how many of you could afford $1,000? Do not let the shaitan pull you from the other side and not to donate fi sabilillah. This is extremely, extremely important. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you. Let me share with you, brother and sister, some surah might help you and soften your heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us, ها أنتم هؤلاء تدعون لتنفقوا في سبيل الله فمنكم من يبخل ومن يبخل فإنما يبخل عن نفسه والله الغني وأنتم الفقراء وإن تتولوا يستبدل قوما غيركم ثم لا يكونوا أمثالكم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, here you are, you've been invited to spend fi sabilillah. Among you will hold out of greed. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, takbir. The brother, is that two brother? One, MashaAllah. The brother is $1,000. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you. Brother and sister, wallahi, wallahi, it's very important. As you heard me before, this message has been built by contribution from each one of you. This is how we came where we are today. If everyone hold out of greed, you will never find a masjid close by you. And then some people that say, well, I'm never going to pray at an LA, it's too far. I'm not going to contribute there. Let me tell you, let me surprise you. The masjid that you not intend to pray there and you are paying to help it, you will receive more hasanat because you're not looking for the reward on earth right now to be convenient for you, but you're making it convenient for others. So, brothers and sisters, who else could afford 1,000 before I go to 500? Allahu Akbar, takbir. Takbir, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brother mu'min, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him and reward him. He contributed to this masjid and also to Bilal Islamic Center. Who could follow him for $500? $500. I need each one's participation, inshallah. $500 only. 500, Allahu Akbar, takbir. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you and multiply your hasanat. Say Ameen. Well, at least we need to encourage the one carrying the load. The one carrying the load for us. These are the doer. I don't want any of you, brother and sister, to be a spectator. I want you to be a doer. To spend fi sabilillah. Help the masajid in any way you can. In any way you can. Even to the extent of one brick. So, how many of you could donate fi sabilillah? Only $200. Only $200. 200 bills. Okay, brother and sister, we do have donation boxes outside. We take credit card, we take cash. Please be participant in any way you can, even to extend to $1. Put it in the donation box. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless each one of you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you guys want to donate to, you can donate to